President Trump Part 3, the trilogy, and it's gonna be juicy. How are you guys all doing? Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man. Appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to view my content. Make sure that you're following me on all the platforms you see above and below. Rumble up there, and the way Modern Renaissance is spelled up there, it's supposed to be spelled that way. No, it's not spelled correctly, but it's supposed to be spelled that way. If you want me to analyze a video, react to a video, you got that peanut butter, make sure you go to patreon.com/Modern Renaissance Man to do that. Hitting this like button right here is how my content can consistently be recommended to you, and it helps push my content out in the YouTube, shout out in the algorithm world, all right? And ladies and gentlemen, once you do subscribe to the channel, make sure that bell notification is hit. It's going to bring up another tab that you can select. All that way when I do post video, you will be notified. I did that in a minute. Let's go. Some of you, my older generations that say bro or son, that's what they tell me a lot. Son, I love your content. I really do. I really do. But can you please slow down when you, the intro is going to be fast. Y'all can just play it in half the speed. Just click the little gear up there and you can play it in half the speed if you want to. You know, that's how you can do that. Anyway, we are back for part 3 with the trilogy of this franchise thus far. President Trump going on Meet the Press, where he's sitting down for his first interview since winning the presidency by a landslide. And he's sitting down with this news host, anchor, journalist, whatever you want to call her. I call her a derailer, is what I'm calling her. Because if you saw the last video, I explained why she's a derailer and how she also is gaslighting with some of the stuff she said. Like, the video that you guys just got done seeing, the last video, where did you see in there where Trump lashed out? Like, I get passionate when I talk about stuff, and I can understand how somebody would say, man, he was lashing out. I get that. Where did Trump lash out in that last video that y'all just saw? That's the type of thing I do not like that the news anchors and people do. They throw these words out there and all that. Oh, Trump stormed off and, he just got up and walked. Oh, Trump lashed out. No, he just told you the business. There was no lashing out. Anyway, we're getting ready to go into part 3 where she's going to ask him another significant question, and this is the juicy one about January the 6th. And if y'all saw my live video earlier, you already know how I felt about this. For those of you that do not like pausing, I recommend you go over to the channel itself and watch it in its entirety. In other words, go to YouTube, type in Meet the Press, President Trump. You get to see this thing in its entirety. Let's go.
And I asked the president-elect if he plans to follow through on his campaign promise to pardon those who attacked the Capitol on January 6th, including the more than 900 people who pleaded guilty to crimes.
I'm going to look at everything. We're going to look at individual cases, yeah.
Okay.
But I'm going to be acting very quickly.
Within your first 100 days, first day?
First day.
First day.
Yeah, I'm looking first day.
Issue these pardons.
These people have been there. How long is it?
I want y'all to look. I know I'm pausing because the thing is, I told you, you have to listen. Did Trump say he's going to pardon them first day, or did he say he's going to look into it first day? It's the same thing a lot of people did when Trump, when he said, I'm going to be a dictator for one day. And they say, no, Trump said day one, he going to be a dictator. That's two different things. That means two different things. If I tell you day one, I'm going to be a dictator, that's letting you know that the day that I get in there, I become a dictator for the rest of my term. Or me telling you, I'm going to be a dictator just for one day, and that's to deport people and do X, Y, and Z. Two different things. So what I'm saying here is just we have to be careful with the wording and everything here, because I might be wrong, but from what I heard, it didn't sound like Trump said that he's going to pardon them the first day. He said he's going to look into it day one.
Campaign promise to pardon those who attacked the Capitol on January 6th, including the more than 900 people who pleaded guilty to
Pay attention.
crimes.
I'm going to look at everything. We're going to look at individual cases, yeah.
Okay.
But I'm going to be acting very quickly.
Within your first 100 days, first day?
First day.
First day.
Yeah, I'm looking first day.
He said, I'm looking first day. She jumped in there and said, you're going to issue pardon first day. He said, I'm looking first day. Now watch what she says, because you're going to hear her say it.
These pardons.
These people have been there. How long is it? 3 or 4 years?
Okay.
You know, by the way, they've been in there for years, and they're in a filthy, disgusting place that shouldn't even be allowed to be open.
And yet, here some of y'all are pissed off. They're going to end up getting illegal aliens and putting them in very unsanitary places, and it's not even going to be humane. They're going to put them in old prisons, and here we are with our American brothers and sisters in some of the filthiest places out there. Plain and simple. We got people who weren't even given due process. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? They weren't even given due process, a trial, anything. They're just thrown in there, which I don't even know how in America that is even legal. Ty, it's not. Well, how is it that this able to happen? How? It's like it's a make-believe thing that we live in. We believe that jail is real. We believe that prison is real. We believe that law is real. We believe that justice is real. If it is, how are these people just thrown in prison without a trial, without a lawyer, without a jury, without any like real verdict or anything like that? We saw your face, you're in jail. We saw your face, you're in jail. We saw you standing 10 feet away. You said, what the hell? Then we said, go to jail. I mean, what? How? And, I got to do it. I'm sorry. I got to do it. For any of you. Hey, everybody. So I'm interrupting this real quick just to let you guys all know, those of you that have been asking, how can you help and how can you donate towards the children to help children have Christmas, the ones that are involved under the mentorship of me, you can easily do it by donating to my PayPal or the Cash App right up there. And again, let me reiterate this, folks. I don't want you guys to feel any pressure. If you do, great. If you do not, great. I just want you guys to know that window is open right there for the ones who keep texting me, the ones who keep emailing me. That way everybody else can see it as well. It does not matter because I make sure that the kids get taken care of anyway. But some of my subscribers who have been consistently and have been loyal in donating there, I know you guys always ask me to remind you to do it, so here is your reminder. And everybody else, to the rest of you, no matter what you do, whether you do or don't, I hope you guys all have a Merry Christmas. This whole white supremacist system is going against the black man, going against the black woman, going against any people of color. Well, I think that like 90%, matter of fact, I'll tell you, I'll raise you another. I think that 99% of all the people that are in jail or prison, part of January 6th, were all white. So, riddle me this. How is it that this white supremacist system, this systemic racist system that's built for and all for white people, and y'all saying that Trump supporters are all a bunch of white supremacists that stormed the Capitol? So white supremacist system wanted to throw white supremacists in jail, in prison, for white supremacy wanting to overtake America with their white supremacy that y'all state is already there? Yeah. What about this? Trump said they're going to look at things on day one, and then I read further on where it's going to be case by case. You want to know why? Because if Trump just pardons all January 6ers, that would include the feds. Yeah. Y'all remember Ray Epps? Y'all remember Mr. Epps, who was sitting there telling people to go and storm the Capitol, telling them to go in there? What happened to him? How's it the dude that was part of the Proud Boys, who wasn't even there? He was in another state. How did he get thrown in jail? He wasn't even there. Okay? What are we talking about here? That's why they're going to have to look at it case by case. So for any of you that may think that when Trump becomes the president, he's just going to let all the January 6ers out, don't be so quick to think that. That's why I think he said, I'm looking at it day one. It's going to be a case by case, because the people that were among those January 6ers that was actually invoking them to do those things, they also were feds there, period. Let's keep going.
And when we come back, President-elect Trump's message to the people who didn't vote for him.
Oh, all right. So that part right there is over, ladies and gentlemen. As you all know, we got a lot of people that are innocent that end up going into the Capitol, who were led into the Capitol by a lot of the personnel there. Nobody lost their life on January the 6th as a result of this so-called insurrection, except for Mrs. Babbitt, who was shot by a Capitol police officer in the neck. In the neck. Nobody else was. When they got into the Capitol, as you can see from all the footage, go watch it, don't believe me. Those people were practically guided and led through the Capitol. Oh, they want to storm the Capitol. Oh, look at the terrible wall. Oh, the travesty. Oh my God. They're in there. Oh God. Oh, look at, January 6th was worse than, can you believe Kamala Harris said that January 6th was worse? These crazy left loonies were saying that January 6th was worse than 9/11 and was worse than the Civil War. You idiots that believe that. Because 9/11, how many people lost their lives? To some terrorists. Civil War. How many people lost their lives because they wanted black folks to be free? White people were willing to kill white people to free black people. But when it comes to this whole storming the Capitol insurrection, white people were attempting to go and kill other white people so that the white supremacists that's under Trump can go and overthrow the so-called white supremacist systemic racism that's already in the Capitol. Come on now. That doesn't even make sense. And boy, when they got inside, woo, y'all should have seen what they did. Ooh, that's nice. Hey, how old is that flag right there? Oh, look at the paintings. Oh, the floors are so clean. How you doing, officer? They got inside there and didn't do anything. Whole bunch of bull crap. There's so much footage out there. There's footage of people out there showing you, they're yelling at the cops saying, why are y'all letting these guys hit the windows? Why aren't you stopping? The cops them are just sitting there ignoring them. It's on there. Cops completely instigated. They instigated a lot of these people to respond because they started shooting beanbags at them. They started shooting tear gas things at them. So they invoked a lot of this. No, I'm not saying this is all entirely the police fault, but this is definitely a huge, huge setup. So if you get mad that Donald Trump will and is going to pardon January 6ers, you have nothing to say because your current president right now, if you are a far left leaning loony, I'm not talking about just regular Democrat folks that are good people. I'm talking about the far left leaning loonies. You will have nothing to say on this because he pardoned his son and in part pardoned himself when he said he wasn't going to do it. Let me know what you guys all think about this. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, to do what you see in that cloud right there. If you would like to see part 4 of this series right here, it's going to be up here. Things that I do is a variety of music reactions right here. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, pray every last one of you guys are in great health mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.